going over 3 different look at me transitions. There's been a couple of them flying around, namely the finger swipe transition, what I call the O transition, and also my personal favorite, the glasses transition. So I thought I would just compile the whole thing into one tutorial so that you can pick and choose which one you like best, or you can just follow the whole thing through so that you can use all 3 for practice. I am also going to be sprinkling some tips in between so you can follow the whole tutorial exactly for a more seamless effect. Today I'm going to be starting off filming a little bit differently than my other tutorials because we are going to be filming directly into Instagram. You can also film directly in TikTok, but this is just my preference. The reason why we need to do this is because we actually need to find the audio or the music to pair perfectly with our movements, and today we're going to start off with the first transition, which is the finger swipe. Find the audio of your choice on Instagram and then scroll to the part of the song that you want to use. This particular trend is actually more popularly used with the audio that goes like, "Ashley, look at me." But today I'm going to be using Doja Cat's new song Attention because it's bomb and she's a queen. So you're going to start off with filming your before, and this is kind of like a glow up transition, right? All 3 of them kind of are that way. So you are going to take your 2 fingers and then just swipe across the screen. And when you do this movement, you actually have to make sure that your fingers are covering the whole screen, meaning that you have to have your fingers like right up close to the camera and not anywhere before that. Otherwise it looks really awkward in the transition. I suggest when you're filming in Instagram that you actually use the timer tool on the top over there because it actually will help you prepare your movements so that you can like get ready for the music. Do the actions a couple of times and just keep swiping in front of the screen. Do the whole first part like over and over again until you're satisfied. You might actually find that you'll like accidentally poke the camera and shake the camera a little bit like I did, but just do it until you get this like seamless movement through. When you're done, press next and then save the draft. For the glow up or the after clip, you're actually going to do the exact same movement, and there's going to be 2 ways that you can get this in sync. The first method is to actually use Instagram's function again by using the align tool. To find the exact moment where your hand swipes through, you're going to go to save drafts and then edit your video, and then find that point in the timeline where your hand is like in the beginning / the middle section of where you're about to swipe. Hit split over here, delete that clip, and then press add clips, and then get ready to film your after clip. You'll find the align tool on the bottom left of the whole toolbar and press it, and then you'll kind of see this like transparent version of the last clip, and then that's how you know where to like align your hand and then get ready to like swipe again. You're going to be doing the exact same movement for the after clip, so just get ready and use the timer again. If you're like me and you struggle a bit with this tool because I find it really difficult to like get everything aligned and with the timing correctly, you can actually do the second method, which is to film the whole thing again with a new video. So essentially what this means is to actually refilm the whole video from start to finish without the saved draft. So just like we did in step 1, you're gonna do the whole thing through from the beginning and then swipe your hand again. And this way you can actually edit in post, which is what I prefer, and I'll show you how to do that later. If you do prefer to edit in Instagram and you got the whole alignment tool down, then this is pretty much what you should need to create this whole video, this whole transition, and that's it. That's like, you don't need to correct anything else. The second transition is the O transition, so you're gonna put your index finger to your thumb and then film the same exact way as part 1. Remember that when you're doing this transition to actually touch the camera when you do that final zoom in so that you can have a much more seamless effect. Moving forward with this tutorial, I will be filming the whole thing from start to finish for the before and the after clip because I just find that this gives me a lot more control and flexibility to be able to like cut everything and like create a much more smoother transition in post over the alignment tool. For the after clip, make sure to do the whole movement all the way through for this transition, even if that means starting your O like a little bit further back and then having to like touch the camera, like physically touch your phone and try not to shake it. Even if it means doing that, I do think it'll make such a big difference. What will also make a difference is if you smash the like button on this video because I just think that'll make you a much better content creator. And then I'll show you how to cut it nicely in the editor app after the next transition, which is the glasses. By the way, if you guys have seen my tutorials and you just want to ask more in-depth questions, or you want to learn to become a better editor for yourself or for your brand, you can find me for one-on-one lessons in the link down below. Especially if you're already a content creator and you're looking for some extra editing help to offload, feel free to reach out to me there too. The glasses transition is a little bit different from the other ones because the beginning is supposed to be a bit blurry to kind of like mimic this like I'm not wearing glasses feeling, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Let's just go start filming. Find the right song and then go get your glasses ready to film. Make sure to press your glasses up against the camera when you're doing this because if you leave it a little bit before, it'll just have this like unfocused effect and it'll look kind of messy. You want to actually have the frame look in because I think if you have real glasses, it'll actually create a more realistic effect of that, and it'll also create a really smooth transition for your after clip as well. If you don't have glasses for this transition, congrats, you have much clearer vision than the rest of us, but the first 2 are great alternatives to this. For the after clip, just repeat the same thing and then follow through with the rest of your movement. We are now going to put all of these clips into editing, and today I'll be using CapCut. For the finger swipe transition, you're going to find this point where you're like halfway through, just like that first alignment tool that we used, and we're just going to drag it and split it over here. So we're here, and then now it ends. And then you're gonna find that part in your after clip as well, find where your finger swipes through, and it's covering the screen. That's why it's really, really important that you cover the screen when you do these transitions so that it can have that seamless effect of like just moving along. And you'll notice that my fingers cover the full screen when it does the full swipe, and now we can actually use that to create this seamless transition. How many times have I said seamless transition? You see that? It's so quick and so fast, but it really does make a difference when you cover it. For the O transition, you're gonna find the part where it's like almost about to hit the camera lens. So right about maybe like here, I'm gonna split and delete, and then find that same part right about when it's gonna touch the screen as well, here. And the reason for that is because you want it to look like your hand is actually moving forward here. So here, moving forward, and back. For the after, you wanna cut it right where you're about to touch the screen. So slow-mo, it looks like this. I'm gonna touch the screen now, and then move back. Lastly, for the glasses one, you're gonna cut it where your glass is actually also about to hit the screen, right about here, split and delete, and then do the same thing when your glasses are right about to hit the screen. And if you have real glasses, I don't know if you do the same thing for fake glasses, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. You can see that there's a little bit of reflection here, and I think that adds to the whole effect really nicely. So here, glasses are about to touch, split, and now the reflection comes off. So then it looks like this. So here your glasses are moving forward, and then you split it right before it touches the lens, and then your after has it on the lens and then pulling off. For this transition, there is a little bit of a blur effect. So what you're gonna do is, if you have tapped onto the clip, click out of it, and then you'll see on the bottom toolbar over here, there is effects. Tap on it and press video effects. You're gonna come into basic, find the blur tool. Perfect, now it actually looks like we're wearing glasses. Move it on the timeline to cover the whole before clip. And if you wanna adjust the blur, just tap on it, press adjust, and then you can adjust it to your liking so that you can actually visualize how people without glasses actually see. So now you have the whole thing. When you're happy with your edit, press the top right corner to export. Altogether, your transitions should look something like this. I'll also be including my own version on Instagram, so you can go check it out over there. I added a little bit of a twist, so go check it out when it is up and finally ready. I'll also be adding it on shorts as well. Tag me over there as well if you learned from this video, and try it out and go create a life that you're proud of. See you next time. Bye.